Two most real scary horror stories. There are many people who do not want to leave this world after death. They have some secret desire which does not allow them to stay away from the living people. That is why, even after leaving the body, they come back to this world in some form or the other. But the place which we are going to mention here has ghosts and vampires, but none of them are dead but alive like you and us. Now you must be thinking that how is it possible that there are ghosts and they are not dead? Before you start getting scared on the basis of more horrifying facts and beliefs, let us tell you that we are talking about La Masia Encantada Hotel, whose interior has been done in such a way that you will start trembling after seeing it. You will be scared that maybe the person serving food in your plate is really a vampire. Actually, the concept of this hotel is related to history. It is said that in the 17th century, Joseph Maurice built Masia and Soroka built Masia Santa Rosa. But as time passed, the dispute over this property deepened. After the deepening dispute, Soroka and Reese decided to decide their fate by tossing a coin in which Reese lost all the property. Reese's family left their house and built a new property. Reese built a separate property, and the property on which the dispute had deepened turned into ruins in no time. This building remained in ruins for almost 2 centuries. Soroka's descendants built a hotel on this building, whose construction was completed in 1970, but Soroka's family also believed that this hotel is cursed by someone. That is why it should be made haunted. Since then, this hotel is running as a haunted hotel. The decoration of this hotel has been done in a very scary way, seeing which even the best of people would get scared. When you go to this hotel, you are welcomed with well-washed knives and swords. It is not that you can come to this hotel to eat any time. The time for eating in this hotel is fixed and lasts for about 3 hours. During the meal in this hotel, a show goes on which will make anyone sweat. The people who have been deployed to feed you will come in front of you in such a scary manner that you will leave your food and stand up on your chair. This show is so dangerous that children below 14 years of age, as well as heart patients and pregnant women, are completely prohibited from entering it. As soon as you enter this hotel, this scary scene starts. If after reading all this you are thinking of going to this hotel, then this risk will be yours. Story 2. This story is about a witch. The name of this story is Kali Dayan. Friends, I have not made this story up. This story is a true incident which I have heard from my grandmother, and it is very old. Some people believe that ghosts do not exist. You all know that God exists. Then why not ghosts? Everyone must have read in texts like Ramayana and Mahabharata, or must have heard from someone that when God was on this earth, even then there used to be ghosts and vampires. God is formless. Formless means that which does not have any form. People worship God in whatever form. God appears to them in that form only. So say with love, Jai Bhakt and Bhagwan, and without wasting time, I will take you towards my story. It is a very old thing at that time. There was not much water available. People used to drink water from wells, step wells, ponds, etc. So this story is also about a pond, which had turned from nectar to poison due to the magic of that black witch. How did she become a witch? How did the water of this pond become poisonous? I will tell you this story. There was a woman in a village who had no children. That woman was the wife of the village headman. It had been quite some time since she got married. Everybody used to call her barren. All the villagers used to say that they should not even look at her face. They used to say that if they saw her face, then their whole day would be wasted. But she was the headman's wife, so people used to talk to her a little. One day, a fakir Baba comes to the village begging for alms, and in the course of conversation, he starts looking at her hand, and he says that you don't have a child, right? She asked, how did you know that? He said that we are experts in palmistry, and we can tell by looking at the hand what is going to happen and what will happen. She said that, "Okay, then tell me, when will I have a child?" He said that God has not given you a child, but I will tell you a way. Listen, on the night of Amavasya, sacrifice a boy under a peepal tree, who is the only son of his parents, and wash your hair with his blood, and then say that, "O thirsty souls, accept this sacrifice on my behalf and give me a son." Fill a pot with the water of that well and mix 2 drops of his body in it and drink it yourself and keep the hair of that boy's head tied in a knot of your sari. Then you will definitely have a son. Saying this, he took alms from there and went away. Exactly 3 days after that day, it was Amavasya. That woman did what the Baba had told her to do. She sacrificed her sister-in-law's son and mixed 2 drops of blood in water and drank it herself. She cut some hair from that head and tied it in a knot. She came back to her house without looking back. In the morning, the villagers came to know that someone had killed the Mukhia's brother's son and thrown it there. When the Mukhia and his brother heard this, they ran barefoot. Slowly, the whole village gathered. The boy's mother started crying. Then someone gathered courage and joined the head to the body and advised to float it in the river. People did the same and floated the body in the water. Everyone was saying who did this and how did it happen. This incident had become a matter of concern for everyone. When the Mukhia reached home, he saw that his wife was making dishes. She was looking very happy. The Mukhia said in anger, "Are you not sad at all that our brother's son has died?" She first looked at him with such eyes as if she would kill him. Then she said that his son has died, not mine. Why should I mourn? And she started laughing and said, "You are mad. You should be happy that now you too are going to have a son, and you will be more happy to know that he will be the only heir of this property." "Yes, yes, yes." She laughed again like this. Seeing this, the Mukhia could not resist and went to take the sword to kill her. He was searching for the sword inside but did not find the sword. When he reached the bed of his wife, he saw that all the clothes were soaked in blood, and the sword was also lying there, and there was blood on it. He understood on seeing all this that she has sacrificed all this to get a son. He thought of killing her, that if I kill her now, then everyone will think me wrong. And he went from there. From that day, such incidents started happening in the village. Incidents started happening. Someone's buffalo died, someone killed it, and its body parts were scattered here and there as if someone had eaten it by tearing it apart. Then one day someone's dog, someone's calf, and someone's goat died, and they were dying in the same way in which someone had killed the buffalo. The whole village was upset with such an incident. No one could understand what was happening. One day the head was sleeping near his gate at night. At midnight he heard the sound of the gate opening. He woke up and saw that a woman with disheveled hair was going out in the middle of the night. It looked as if someone was dragging her away. It was a dark night of Padon, August. Sounds were coming from all around. Somewhere jackals, somewhere dogs were barking. It seemed to him as if this night would bring about some disaster. Suddenly, he heard the sound of a cow's calf mooing. He understood that this may or may not be the reason for the destruction of the whole village. An idea came to the chief's mind that, why don't I go and see where she is going? He got up and started walking. As he went ahead, he saw that the severed head of the neighbor's cow's calf was lying there, and its torso was lying there.